Well, obviously, for some countries, this is a mandatory situation where the consumers have to pay in advance just to be sure they manage their consumption correctly. Otherwise, they run into a situation when they are not able to pay for what they used. It is very important to note here that standalone prepayment isn't the correct solution. We always were looking beyond just the prepayment, and in our concept it's always smart prepayment solutions where the utility, the customer has the control over the consumers of electricity and make sure that they not only prepay and consume what they have paid for, but it's that they don't have access to or possibilities to steal electricity. This is very important. Definitely some regions where this is an urgent problem, and if we talk about ADD experience in such regions, this is for sure. This is Russia, this is Brazil, this is India and Indonesia and some countries in Africa. It's very important to remove the meter from the consumer's access, to put it in non-accessible locations and give the consumer just the tool to visualize the consumption. So we did it in our own way. It was designed in 2004. This is a pole-mounted meter, which is mounted on top of the pole, non-accessible location. It's put in open air. It's resistant to water and harsh weather conditions. And given that it's situated on the top of the pole, the consumer doesn't have access to it. It has all the other smart metering functionality as the normal, the classic meters, but the location prevents electricity theft. So the concept is that you have to prevent electricity theft but not deal with its consequences, like looking for punishment for consumers that steal electricity. Because if we talk about normal smart meters, they register the theft. They have different sensors for opening, cover, but then you have to go through the legal procedures to punish this customer, where in some countries it's very difficult. We come from the perspective that no theft, prevention of electricity theft, then you don't have to deal with these issues and consequences. Evaluate the vendor based on its experience in specific regions where the utility is, because this is something very important. Then after the qualification, the vendor's pass qualification, then the evaluation of meter samples of course has to be made. But a very important thing here is the reliability, because when you test the sample in a laboratory, it can pass all the functional tests, metrology tests, whatever is needed, but you cannot test the reliability for its lifetime, because the meter can go off in 1 year and 2 years. Here you of course have to make a balance and find some golden middle between cost of the meter, price of the meter, and in its reliability. Many utilities make mistakes putting in the evaluation criteria in the projects just the lowest price. Okay, and sometimes it leads to creation of serious problems in the field in half a year to scale, 1 year scale. So it's very important to find the correct balance.